We're back. And today in the battle arena, oh boy, we got a good one. Will Smith versus Idris Elba, Bloodsport versus Deadshot. Two leaders of the Suicide Squad going head to head. Who's coming out on top here? Who wins? Let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Daniel, and this is DanCo. Thanks so much for watching the channel. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications for more videos like this one every week. Also, sign off in the comments for any future videos that you'd love to see. Now, let's get into the fight. Now, I don't think it's really a big surprise here, but these characters are basically the same. Will Smith couldn't come back for Suicide Squad 2 for some reason. I don't know, he's Will Smith. He doesn't need reasons. So they were going to recast Idris Elba as Deadshot. But then they realized that they couldn't bring back Will Smith. They wanted to have him as Deadshot in Suicide Squad 3. So what to do? I mean, quite the conundrum. Well, they just made Idris Elba Deadshot without actually calling him Deadshot. Instead, he's playing Bloodsport. But both are leaders of the team, both are real good with guns and are incredible shots, both love their daughters and are motivated by family, both are played by sexy black men. Yeah, they're basically the same character here.
I am aware of the effect I have on women.
And so, obviously, if you have a Versus YouTube channel, which I do, and you see two dudes like this, you gotta throw them head to head. See who wins. And let's start out with taking a closer look at Deadshot. The guy's name is Floyd Lawton, and he's probably the best hitman in the world. Like, seriously, he's really good at his job. Of course, wasn't quite good enough to not get nabbed by Batman. And that's how he ended up being a part of the Suicide Squad. He's a pretty good fighter, although not quite good enough to match up against Batman. He can take a beating in his bulletproof armor, but where Floyd really shines with his guns. I mean, they call him Deadshot for a reason. He's lethal from anywhere up to 4,000 meters away, or anywhere from just under 2.5 miles, which is absolutely mind-boggling. That's just crazy to think about. But at the same time, not really that crazy. Like the longest sniper shot in history is 3,500 meters. So if we're gonna assume that Deadshot is the best shot ever, like to have ever lived, throwing another 500 meters on that isn't like that far out of the question. He's hitting headshots with everything, just landing headshots all over the place. And all this is just super easy for him. Super easy. Super cash. And he's got no problem taking down those monster soldiers either. So it's not just like he can only hit dummies that can't move. Deadshot goes around wearing gauntlet machine guns on his wrist. He's got a Glock 17 as his sidearm, but his go-to weapon, his main gun, is his AR-15. And the crazy thing is that all these guns, his pistols, his rifles, little wrist gauntlets, they're all paired up with his eye patch, which just gives him insane accuracy. Like, it's almost impossible for him to miss a shot. So that's Will Smith. That's Deadshot. Now, let's talk about Idris Elba. Let's talk about Bloodsport. Well, actually, let's hear Amanda Waller talk about Bloodsport.
Robert Dubois, a world-class marksman. In his hands, anything is a deadly weapon. His father was a mercenary who trained his son to kill from the moment he was born.
Yeah, pretty badass. I mean, the guy got thrown in jail for trying to kill Superman and putting Superman in the ICU with a kryptonite bullet. That's just crazy. But I mean, this is Idris Elba. He's badass even without guns. So of course he's gonna be badass with guns too. Like Waller said, he was raised since birth with one thing in mind, one goal: to kill. And because of that, he's pretty good at it. He's able to plow through resistance fighters, no problem. Although it is pretty easy to kill someone when they're not fighting back. He took on all of Starro's little soldiers, can even kill someone with just one ultimate punch. But there are two things here that really stand out about Bloodsport. Well, really, three, because he does have a pretty dope helmet. But two main things. One, he's a real good shot. Like a really good shot. Like, I'm gonna shoot your bullet clean out of the air. There's nothing you can do about it. Kinda good shot. So while Deadshot might have the reputation and the pedigree for being the best marksman in the world, based on the stuff that we've actually seen them do, Bloodsport is easily right up there with them. Definitely rivals him, might even surpass him a little bit. And one of the reasons why he can shoot bullets out of the air is because he can shoot out smaller bullets than everybody else.
Smaller bullets.
And one of the reasons why he can shoot out smaller bullets is because his gun is crazy cool. Or really, his suit is super cool. So James Gunn was talking, and turns out Bloodsport in the comics can literally teleport guns and weapons to him. But since that might look kinda silly in a live action movie, his workaround was to make Bloodsport's suit able to make pretty much any weapon imaginable, kinda just manufacture them on the spot. And so that's how he's able to get flamethrowers and grappling hooks and slingshots and swords and axes and yeah, his guns. And they're not just any gun either, but he can throw on other pieces of the suit to make the gun either as big or as small as he needs, all based on who he's squaring off against right then. Like when he's strutting up to Starro or trying to put down King Shark. That's when he needs to pull out the big boys.
How deep of a sleeper are you?
So, that's who we've got. Those are our two dudes. And I hope by now you see what I mean by them basically being the same guy. And I've been saying that a lot, kind of making that little joke over and over again. And you might think, that doesn't really make a big difference in who would actually win in a fight, though. And you'd be wrong. Because, yeah, it is kinda a joke. But it's also kinda true. And if it's kinda true, if both these guys are real good fighters, both excellent marksmen, both trained killers, then what can we use to separate them? What sets one apart from the other? Well, I think it's Bloodsport's just insane armor. That gun's already on another level, seeing as how it was able to put down King Shark. And in a way, might be lovable, might be a big old teddy bear under the surface. But the big guy is also real tough. He's built different, he's bulletproof, and Bloodsport was able to put him down. Point one in Idris's favor: bigger, stronger guns. But he can also create any weapon he wants. That's going to be point two in his favor. Because both of these guys have bulletproof armor. So their bullets and their guns and their accuracy might actually amount to diddly squat. What are they gonna do then? Well, Deadshot can't do much. He's got his guns, and that's kinda it. Bloodsport can pull out literally any weapon he wants. Flamethrowers, axes, maces, slingshots, whatever you can dream of, he can make it happen. And while Deadshot's probably more accurate, probably is, I don't think that's enough to beat both those points in Bloodsport's favor. Yeah, Suicide Squad 2, better movie. And Bloodsport, better in a fight. Bloodsport is coming out on top here. Bloodsport wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Who do you think wins this fight? Bloodsport or Deadshot? Sign off in the comments down below. Also, what do you think about the new Suicide Squad movie? Would love to hear your thoughts. And finally, be sure, hit that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications on the DanCo army, and I will see y'all next time.